Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the surprising red flags that can make someone lose interest in you, according to psychology. You know, folks, I've been doing this a long time. And let me tell you, attraction is a funny thing. It can be sparked by a smile or a shared interest, but it can just as easily be extinguished by some pretty surprising things. We often focus on the big, obvious deal breakers, but sometimes it's the subtle, seemingly insignificant things that can send someone running for the hills. We're talking about those little red flags, those unconscious turnoffs that can sabotage a connection before it even really gets going. So, if you're ready to understand what might be holding you back in the love department, buckle up, because we're about to uncover the surprising red flags that can make someone lose interest, and trust me, some of these might shock you. Now, you might think being agreeable is a good thing, right? Who doesn't want someone who's always on the same page? But there's a fine line between being agreeable and being a doormat. Nobody wants to be with someone who agrees with everything. It's boring. People are attracted to authenticity, to someone who's comfortable expressing their own opinions. Disagree, debate, engage in some healthy back and forth. It shows you're paying attention and not afraid to express your thoughts. Remember, a little bit of friction can create sparks, keeping things interesting. Look, life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, but that doesn't mean you have to dwell on the negative. Nobody wants to be around someone who's constantly complaining, pointing out flaws, and expecting the worst. It's draining, it's exhausting, and frankly, it's a major turnoff. Think about it. Would you rather spend time with someone who brightens your day, or someone who sucks the life out of it? It's a no-brainer, right? People are naturally drawn to positivity, to those who can find the silver lining even when things are tough. Now, I'm not saying you have to be fake or pretend everything's perfect all the time. It's okay to acknowledge the bad days, to vent, to express your frustrations. But don't let negativity become your default setting. Focus on the good, appreciate the little things, and try to find the humor in everyday situations. Remember, a positive attitude is contagious, and it's a heck of a lot more attractive than a constant rain cloud following you around. Okay folks, let's be real here. Hygiene matters. It's about basic self-respect and respect for those around you. Would you show up to a job interview looking like you just rolled out of bed? Probably not. So why show up for a date or social gathering looking unkempt? There's a difference between casual and careless. Take pride in your appearance, brush your teeth, comb your hair, and put on some clean clothes. Poor hygiene sends the message that you don't care about yourself, and if you don't care, why should anyone else? It shows a lack of consideration for others. Nobody wants to be subjected to body odor or bad breath. So, do everyone a favor and clean up your act. It's amazing what a little soap and water can do for your love life. Look, when you're really into someone, it's natural to want to spend all your time with them. But trust me, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Clinginess is a surefire way to suffocate a relationship before it even has a chance to breathe. Think about it. How would you feel if someone was constantly checking in on you, questioning your every move, and getting upset if you didn't respond to their texts immediately? You'd feel suffocated, right? Relationships need space to breathe, to grow, to thrive. When you're constantly attached at the hip, it doesn't allow for that essential individual growth. It also creates a dynamic of dependence rather than interdependence, which is crucial for a healthy relationship. So give them some space. Have your own hobbies, your own friends, your own life outside of the relationship. It will make you a more interesting and well-rounded person, and it will give your partner a chance to miss you. Look, we all know someone who's content with just coasting through life, never really striving for anything more. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with that, it's not exactly the most attractive quality in a partner. People are drawn to ambition, to those who have goals, dreams, and the drive to achieve them. It shows you're passionate, motivated, and that you're not content with just settling. Think about it. Would you rather be with someone who's excited about the future, who has plans and aspirations, or someone who's just going through the motions? Ambition is contagious, it's inspiring, and it shows you're not afraid to go after what you want in life. So, what are you passionate about? What gets you fired up? Find your purpose, set some goals, and go after them with everything you've got. Not only will it make you a more attractive partner, but it will also lead to a more fulfilling life. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. Dishonesty is the kiss of death in any relationship. Trust is the foundation upon which everything else is built, and once that foundation is cracked, it's nearly impossible to repair. Think about it, how can you build a strong, lasting connection with someone you can't trust? The answer is, you can't. Every lie, every omission, every half-truth chips away at that foundation, creating cracks that can quickly turn into chasms. Honesty is about more than just telling the truth, it's about being genuine, authentic, and transparent in your words and actions. It's about being someone your partner can rely on, someone they can confide in, someone they know will always have their back. So, be honest, even when it's hard, even when you think it might hurt. Because the truth always has a way of coming out, and when it does, the damage will be far greater than if you had just been upfront from the start. You know, folks, I can't stress this enough. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's the bridge that connects two people, allowing them to share their thoughts, feelings, and needs. And when that bridge is weak or non-existent, the relationship is bound to crumble. Poor communication can manifest in countless ways, from failing to express your needs clearly, to not truly listening to what your partner has to say. It can lead to misunderstandings, resentment, and a whole lot of unnecessary arguments. Think about it, how many times have you been in a fight with your partner that could have been avoided if you had just communicated more effectively? Probably more times than you'd like to admit. So, speak up. Share your thoughts and feelings openly and honestly. Don't expect your partner to read your mind, and when they're talking, really listen. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and give them your undivided attention. Look, nobody's perfect. We all have our flaws, our quirks, our little things that drive other people crazy. But there's a big difference between offering constructive criticism and being overly critical. Constant nitpicking, complaining, and focusing on the negative can chip away at someone's self-esteem and make them feel like they can never do anything right. Think about it. How would you feel if someone you cared about was constantly pointing out your flaws, belittling your accomplishments, and making you feel small? It would be pretty demoralizing, wouldn't it? Relationships should be a source of support and encouragement, not a constant barrage of criticism. So instead of focusing on the negative, try to focus on the positive. Celebrate your partner's strengths, acknowledge their efforts, and let them know you appreciate them for who they are, flaws and all. Remember, a little bit of appreciation goes a long way. Look, we all have walls built around our hearts. We've all been hurt, disappointed, let down. But allowing those walls to keep us emotionally closed off from others is a recipe for disaster in any relationship. Emotional unavailability can manifest in many ways, from difficulty expressing feelings to an inability to be vulnerable and let someone in. It creates a distance in the relationship, making it difficult to form a deep and meaningful connection. Think about it. How can you truly connect with someone who's not willing to open up and let you see their true self? It's like trying to hug a cactus. You're just going to get pricked. So be brave, allow yourself to be vulnerable. Let your guard down, and let your partner see your true self, flaws and all. It won't be easy, but the rewards of a deep and meaningful connection are well worth the risk. You know, folks, empathy is one of the most important qualities you can have in any relationship. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, to see the world from their perspective, to walk a mile in their shoes. And when that empathy is lacking, it can create a huge disconnect in the relationship. Think about it, how would you feel if you were sharing something important with your partner and they just sat there stone-faced, offering no emotional support or understanding? You'd feel pretty alone, wouldn't you? Empathy is about more than just saying I'm sorry you feel that way. It's about truly listening, trying to understand and offering support, even if you don't fully grasp what they're going through. It's about showing up for your partner, even when it's hard. So the next time your partner is going through something, try to put yourself in their shoes. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. Offer support, even if you don't have all the answers. So there you have it, folks. 10 surprising red flags that can make someone lose interest. Remember, relationships are a two-way street, and it takes effort from both partners to create something truly special. By being aware of these red flags and actively working to address them, you can create stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationships. Remember, self-awareness is key. Take some time to reflect on your own behaviors and see if any of these red flags resonate with you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. See you in the next video.